Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond Relationships. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us can relate to, the fear of abandonment. We'll explore the 4 different types of fear of abandonment that can affect our lives and what the most common causes are. There are many ways to fear being abandoned. This can be emotionally or physically, and each looks a bit different. But at the core, there is an overwhelming worry of being left alone. We will go through each type and a hypothetical example for how this could manifest in a real-life situation. 1. Fear of physical abandonment. This type of abandonment can manifest each day when the other individual in the relationship simply goes anywhere. You may fear them leaving the house and never returning. This can be overwhelming for both you and the other individual, as going about daily activities can cause a great deal of stress for the both of you. You might become anxious if you get off the phone with your partner and they don't tell you where they are going. This can be from childhood, as you may have had a parent who came and went as they pleased, and you never knew what to expect, or when, if they would come home. 2. Fear of emotional abandonment. This type can be less obvious to others than a fear of physical abandonment, but it is just as traumatic for the individual enduring it. Each human being has emotional needs. It is simply part of our hardwiring, and these needs must be met in order for us to be healthy emotionally and mentally. When they aren't met, you can feel disconnected and unloved. This can make you feel completely alone, even if you are in a relationship with someone who is there physically. If they are not attentive and receptive to your emotional needs, then you can still feel as if you are not even in a relationship. Especially for those who have experienced emotional abandonment in the past as a child, they might have a recurring fear that it will happen to them again. 3. Fear of abandonment in children. Babies and toddlers naturally go through a separation stage. This is when they will cry or refuse to let their parents leave out of fear. They worry that their parents will not come back. However, most children grow out of this fear only if they form a secure attachment to their parents. But if this attachment is not secure, then they may never recover from this stage. This will prevent them from understanding that their parents will eventually return, because they may never truly know whether or not their parents will be there. 4. Fear of abandonment in relationships. This type of abandonment occurs in personal relationships, typically romantic ones. It can make it difficult for you to be vulnerable, and you may find that you have trust issues and worry constantly about the relationship. Sadly, this may cause the other person to pull away from you. It can be hard to deal with fear of abandonment in relationships because it can come off as controlling or overbearing. While you may not mean to be this way, your fear of abandonment can actually work to confirm your fears. Let us explore the most common causes of fear of abandonment. The reason for abandonment fear is very similar to that of codependency. It is often deeply rooted from childhood experiences. But there's not just one cause. There can be experiences throughout our lives that change our fears. Depending on the kind of trauma you may have dealt with in your childhood or adulthood, your fear of abandonment may have manifested at a different time. Some other potential causes include: 1. Death. Losing a loved one can be a traumatic experience. It can create a deep emotional void that can be filled by fear. This can cause you to constantly fear becoming close to others out of the fear you may lose them. 2. Abuse. any kind of abuse can create a fear of abandonment. It can also create mental health issues and change the way you attach to others in relationships going forward. 3. Mental health. Illnesses such as borderline personality disorder, separation anxiety disorder, avoidant personality disorder, and more have symptoms that can manifest a fear of abandonment. These illnesses may already be present or may be brought on by abuse and traumatic experiences. 4. Poverty. When our most basic human needs aren't met, it can create a fear of this happening in other aspects of life, such as emotionally and interpersonally. Past experiences. As mentioned multiple times, our past can help define the way we view current relationships. This can be from childhood or from other adult relationships. Remember, it's essential to understand and address these fears to lead happier and healthier lives. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit. Don't forget to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.